Alright, so Wiz Khalifa just dropped his new album, Rolling Papers 2, July 13th. It has 25 songs and it runs for 1 hour and 30 minutes. The album cover, we see Wiz Khalifa and he has his green overlay over him, which is probably to represent Khalifa Kush, which is weed. And then we have like brown smoke coming from the two sign in between the rolling papers. So it's a pretty straightforward cover art. But anyways, moving on, singles, we have Real Rich featuring Gucci Mane, we have Rain featuring Party Next Door, and we have Something New featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Standouts, we have Mr. Williams slash Where's the Love featuring Moonlight and Currency. It's a slow melodic record to vibe out to, and the second part of the song is an up-tempo, semi-chopped and screwed record that celebrates the fruits of success such as money, fine jewelry, good weed, etc. Then we have Penthouse featuring Snoop Dogg. It's a record about checking into the presidential penthouse suite when arriving in our particular city. We have Real Rich featuring Gucci Mane. It's one of the singles on the album, which celebrates being rich and everything that comes with that. We have track 12, Hopeless Romantic, featuring Sway Lee. It's a record about being involved with a woman who's one of many but could become the only one. We have Late Night Messages. It's a record about exchanging text messages with a woman late at night. We have track 14, Rain, featuring Party Next Door. It's a record about making it rain on a woman. The song also uses the same sample as Remy and Fat Joe's single All the Way Up, but the song was made prior to All the Way Up coming out, according to Cardo and one of the other producers on the song. Then we have Be Okay. It's an introspective record about Wiz's life. He says, spent nights on the airplane going too hard, like what for? And all I did was make time, but I ain't take enough for myself, just doing shit for everybody else. I ain't hardly even by myself. And basically that right there speaks to his career and how he's grinding nonstop, and he hasn't really had any downtime to himself. He's basically putting everybody else's needs and wants before his own. And so he's speaking to himself, saying that he needs to take time off, to relax and enjoy the fruits of his labor. And then he says, it was 2014 and I was about to go world touring. You was all up in my face saying that you want more, and I was getting tired of fronting for the public. And then that right there is basically speaking to him and Amber Rose's relationship. Basically, in so many words, she was starting to be needy, even though she know that he has a busy lifestyle being a rapper and you have to tour and stuff. And even though he was doing all that and taking some time to spend with her, I guess she felt like it wasn't enough. And so she was constantly in his face, telling him to spend more time with her. And this is probably the beginning of the end of the relationship. And then he says, when you ain't take my last name, I try hard to move past things. Came home, made shit change, had to make a hard decision. Let you go. It's time to do what's best for me. And so basically, when they got married, she kept her last name and didn't take his, which basically speaks volumes to where the relationship was headed. Unless, of course, she did the accent thing like some other couples do, where they keep their last name while also applying their husband's last name on the end, kind of like Kardashian West, like that. But she didn't do that, and he felt the type of way about that, and ultimately he decided to break things off with her and decide to go their separate ways. So this record right here is basically speaking to the beginning towards now in terms of his life and his career. So I thought that was a pretty cool record to put on this album. And then we have track 25, Something New, featuring Ty Dolla $ign. It's the first single off the album where Wiz and Ty Dolla $ign team up to deliver a soulful record. Sleepers, we have Hot Now, Ocean, Going Hard, Holyfield, Rolling Papers 2, Boosie Bellows, For Real featuring Little Skies, King, It's On You, All of a Sudden, and Homework. Skips, we have Blue Hunnets featuring Jimmy Wapo and Hardo. We have Very Special. We have Gin and Drugs featuring Problem. And we have Reach for the Stars featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony. My personal favorites are Mr. Williams / Where's the Love, Penthouse, Real Rich, Late Night Messages, Rain, Karate / Never Hesitate, 420 Freestyle, and Something New featuring Ty Dolla $ign. My overall conclusion, Wiz brings us himself, but with some new tricks, like the record with Ty Dolla $ign, Something New. That was something different. That was more of like a melodic, almost R&B type of song. And he also included that introspective record, Be Okay, which I thought was a nice touch, opening up more to his fans and whatnot. And I thought it was a great album, and I graded it 21 out of 25, which comes out to an 84%. So overall, it was a great album that he put out. But anyways, if you're a fan of Wiz Khalifa, be sure to pick up this album. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.